So dear students, we are continuing module 4. The first topic is explain function argument. So argument means the parameters or the values which we are passing to the function is called argument. ഒരു ഫംഗ്ഷനിലേക്ക് നമ്മൾ പാസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന വാല്യൂസ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ പേരാണ് ആർഗ്യുമെൻറ്റ്. ആൻഡ് ആർഗ്യുമെൻറ്റ് ടൈപ്സ് ക്യാൻ ബി ഷോർട്ട് ടൈപ്പ്, ഇൻറ്റിജർ, ക്യാർ, ലോങ്, എക്സെട്ര. ഷോർട്ട് ടൈപ്പ് ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു എക്സാമ്പിൾ കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഷോർട്ട് add short a comma short b. That means we are adding a comma b which are short type, and also the result should be short. Return a plus b. That is, we are finding a plus b is also short type and returning to the main program. And short is 16-bit. You know short is 16-bit. All the ARM register is 32-bit. So we need to fill the remaining 16-bit with zeros in order to convert the register into a 32-bit values. That's a problem with the short type, because short type is already 16-bit. ARM register is 32-bit. We need to convert the short into 32-bit by filling remaining portion with the zeros. And next is declaring function argument as signed int or unsigned int. That is signed int versus unsigned int. So for addition, subtraction, multiplication, there is no difference. That means either you can use signed int or unsigned int for addition, subtraction, multiplication, etc. But in the case of division, declare argument as unsigned. So for an example, an average, to find an average, int average, int a comma b. We are finding the average of a and b, which are integer type, and we are returning the result as integer. Return a plus b by 2. Corresponding assembly language program, you can see the corresponding assembly language. Add r0 comma r0 comma r1. That means r0 equal to a plus b. Then you can see if a plus b is negative, there's a possibility of that, then it should be converted into positive. That's this particular step. Add r0 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 lsr hash 31. That means if result of a plus b is negative, it should be converted into positive. Then you can see move r0 comma r0 comma asr hash 1. That means arithmetic shift right by 1. You know, if we are shifting right, it is similar to dividing by 2. If you are shifting left, it is multiplying by 2. So for finding average, first we find addition. Then if addition is negative, convert into positive by using this particular steps. Then find the average, that is division by 2, by using arithmetic shift right by 1. Then move pc comma r14, that is return r0. That is, it is similar to if x less than 0. You can remember the conditional operator which we studied in the C programming. That is, if x less than 0, x plus 1, first to find x plus 1, that is make it as positive, then shift right by 1. If otherwise, directly you can shift by 1. Is it clear? If x is less than 0, make it positive and shift. Otherwise, shift it by 1 directly. Shifting means division. Right shifting is division and left shifting is multiplication. So if a plus b is negative, we cannot shift by 1. There is a problem. So declare a b always as unsigned. So that's the explanation for function argument types. Then next is explain C looping structures. Explain C looping structures. What are the loops in C programming? You can see loops can be 3 different types of loops. It can be for loop, while loop, do while. 3 loops in C programming: for loop, while loop, and do while loop. You can see for and while loop is entry controlled. For loopum while loopum entry controlled ആണ്. Do while is exit controlled. Looping means repeated operation or iterations. If we need a repeated operation, we need to go for looping structures. So 3 looping in C programming: for, while, and do while. Entry controlled loops. Entry controlled loop means while entering into the program, we are checking the condition is success or not. Enter exit controlled loop means while exiting from the program, it is checking whether the condition is true or false. For loop, you can see for initialization, condition, increment bar, decrement should be separated by semicolon, then body of the loop. Example, for I equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. This is the body of loop. And while loop, you can see while condition with the body of the loop. So while I less than 0, then body of the loop. Then do while, you can see do body of the loop with while condition. That means first you to do the body part, that is the action. First you do the action, then it check the condition. That's why do while loop is called exit controlled loop. Others are entry controlled loops. And points to remember in the case of C looping structures: always use counting down to 0. So initial value should not make it as 0. Always declare I equal to 10, then decrement it. So decrementing loop is better than incrementing loops. So always loop counting down to 0. So no need to hold the terminal values, because always it should be ended if it is reaches 0. So instead of using for I equal to 0, use for I equal to 10 or 100, then decrement it to 0. So counting down loops are better. Then use unsigned loops. Use do while loop. Do while loop is the best loop. Then loop unrolling is important. Loop unrolling means reducing the iteration steps. For reducing the iteration steps, number of loop iteration steps, it is called loop unrolling, is very important. Arrange the element in an array as a multiple of 4, 8, etc. For loop unrolling. In order to do the loop unrolling, arrange the elements in an array as multiples of 4, 8, etc. These are the things you need to remember in C looping structures. The next question is explain loops with increment counter. So as always, as previously discussed, incrementing loop is not efficient as decrementing loops. For example, for I equal to 0, I less than 64, I plus plus. This you can see it's an incrementing loop because I plus plus is an incremental loops. As an example, a function int sum, int star data, int sum equals 0, and signed, you can see for I equal to 0, I less than 64, I plus plus. You can see sum equal to sum plus star data plus plus. Star means we are passing value as a pointer value, so we need to take it as star data plus plus, then return sum. So you can see an incrementing loop. So incrementing loops, it required 3 steps. First you need to increment I, then comparison, then conditional branching. Incrementing of I, comparison operation, conditional branching. These are the 3 steps required in an incrementing loops. Then explain loops with a decrementing counter. നേരത്തെ incrementing loop നോക്കി, ഇനി decrementing loops ആണ്. Explain loops with a decrementing counter. Loops with a decrementing counter is more effective because it needs 2 steps. Previously it requires 3 steps, here it's got 2 steps. That is subtraction of loop counter, conditional branch. Subtracting loop counter and also conditional branching. You can see for I equal to 64, I not equal to 0, I minus minus. I minus minus, that means the decrementing loop. Sum equal to sum plus star data plus plus. Okay. Why do while loop are the best? So do while loop is better performance, high code density. Because initial checking of I is not necessary, because array won't be empty. Because do while loops, if you need that loop to be run at least one, then you should go for do while loops, because in all cases a data packet always contain a data, so you don't need to check whether it is 0 at the initial stage. So do while loop is more efficient. So you can see example 2, sum equals to sum plus data while minus minus n not equal to 0. Okay.